I'm soon to be leaving the country, so I figured it might be interesting to come and revisit near the place I grew up most of my life. Here I'm at Lake Siloam by Axtell. Haven't been here almost a decade. It's nice to come out here, reflect, and think about the journey ahead and moving forward. In less than a week, I'm going back to Thailand, which I went last year. I had to start seeking some alternatives for some medical treatments. Still struggling, unfortunately. I have moments of reprieve, but ultimately this blood and stomach problem and all the other stuff keeps coming back. And I don't know if it's stress or if it's my environment or if it's my diet, but I will say I experienced less of it when I was out of country. And what was I doing different? I was eating healthy food, fresh cooked chicken and rice most days, fresh fruit smoothies that are real fruit without preservatives. What else was I eating? Some fresh seafood, teas, and here I'm still trying to eat healthy. I buy frozen chicken, I buy some frozen fruits, I buy some fresh fruits that still might have pesticides and whatever sprayed on it. So I'm also eating supplements and things while I'm here, but I don't know. So there's some things about my health that have getting healthier, but still I'm struggling with my stomach issues and bathroom stuff. So it could be stress, it could be a little bit of the food. Why am I stressed? Well, everything just costs so much here as part of the stress. Just balancing my budget and the income and the amount of expenses I have, keeping my expenses down, and then feeling like I'm sacrificing too much, I'm not living a full quality life. So versus Thailand, a full meal costs like $2 US, and fruit smoothies, affordable, again, less than $2 sometimes. Here you're spending double or triple most places, at least $5-6 if I go to the juice stop to get an actual healthy fruit smoothie. So I'm looking forward to going back to Thailand for the affordable, healthy food. It's a huge bonus. And stress, cost of living. Right now, I do have pretty affordable rent considering the area, but it's still cheaper in Thailand. I'm only going to be spending about $180 a month for rent. Probably another 40 or so for utilities. You can't beat that here in America. And you kind of have to be on government assisted housing to have a decent quality home. There, you don't have to be a part of any program and you can afford it. So when you can afford things, I feel like you just have more time in your life to focus on the things you want to get done, on the people you want to spend time with, on the activities that you enjoy. That's why I constantly am talking about Thailand and just documenting my experience and my journey over there to just report what are the differences. You know, some people say the grass isn't always greener. Well, the ocean's a little more blue over there. The weather's pretty nice. It can get hot, sure, but I think I'd rather take the heat over some of these Nebraska winters. This is beautiful too, though. You know, that's why I wanted to come back here and just see the few little pockets of beauty that do exist here in Nebraska, because there are some. But if you go like half a mile in any direction, it's just all cornfield. So I'm kind of sick of that. I'm sick of all the pesticides and fertilizers they're spraying all the time. Those are endocrine disruptors, and I have an autoimmune disorder that probably contributes to. It blocks my hormones, amongst other things. It's ruined my digestive system. So hopefully I'll be relocating in a place that I feel will be more healthy in my environment, be more healthy overall with my cost of living. They just built this new bike trail that continues down into the football field, which is awesome. Like back when I lived here, they didn't have that. And now you can go around the whole football field and it connects to the park. I mean, it's really connected now, and you can get out to this lake much easier, especially if you have a bike. So Axtell's really improved their community. Good to see. Maybe one day I'll come back again and try to say hello. But I haven't in over a decade. Still have some packing to do. When I get home, I leave in 5 days. Taking 3 bags with me, I'll be checking one. So it's a lot of organization, and I'm trying to just plan out what I need to take with me on this first trip. But I'm gonna look at this observatory up here. I haven't been to that in a long time. Then I'll head back and spend time with my grandpa. My dad wanted to take him here today. We just moved him into Christian Homes in Holdridge. He has Alzheimer's and it's been progressing this year. So, been helping with that process a lot and seeing him every week as much as we can, 2 or 3 times. And yeah, just like to take him out once in a while, get him some nature, get him some sun, get him moving around a little bit. But I have a bunch more videos of me like making smoothies and doing a couple adventures with him this year. So I've been grateful for that time to spend with him and my grandma. It's been a huge bonus of since I've returned. I got to spend a lot of time with them and help them during a time that they needed help. And I will miss them when I go on my next journey. But I will be back again this year for Christmas. Last year I left for Christmas. I wanted a tropical Christmas. That was on my bucket list, so I knocked that off last year. Loved it so much I'm going back now during low season. So it should be a little more affordable even. Have to do another cost of living report for you guys. But if you're interested in what it costs on high season, when most people do vacation, when they have Christmas break and whatever, I'll link a video there, wherever you can see what it costs during the high season. Plane tickets, Airbnbs, some of the tourist areas, that sort of thing. And alright, I made it to this observatory. Let's go look at this. And until next time, don't stop chasing the escape.